गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स एंड ऑल माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू योर ऑन यूट्यूब चैनल वॉइस ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स। और जीडी क्लासेस की इसी सीरीज़ में आज अपना टॉपिक है फ्रीडम ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन। टॉपिक पर आगे बढ़ने से पहले स्टूडेंट्स के लिए रिक्वेस्ट है कि जिन स्टूडेंट्स को इससे बेनिफिट मिल रहा है, मैं चाहता हूँ वैसा ही बेनिफिट सभी स्टूडेंट्स तक पहुँचे, सभी स्टूडेंट्स इस टॉपिक जीडी क्लासेस के थ्रू बेनिफिट ले सकें। बहुत कम टाइम रह गया अपनी जीडी को फेस करने में। सो स्टूडेंट्स, प्लीज़ लाइक, सब्सक्राइब एंड शेयर दिस चैनल so we can promote this channel and it will be reachable for everyone. Well, we start the topic freedom of expression. First of all, we need to know in details what is freedom of expression. Part 3 of Indian Constitution provides fundamental rights to citizens of our nation. One of them right is freedom of expression. Article 19 provides freedom of expression besides five other rights. It means everyone has a right to express his views or thoughts freely through his speech, writing, and printing. Article 19 gives right to freedom of speech and expression to every citizen of the country. It includes the right to share thoughts and views at any topic through any media. It is one of the most vital fundamental right for healthy democracy. But nowadays, this freedom of expression has become a matter of dispute, as many anti-social elements misuse this freedom and try to break the unity of nation. They incite the people and compound the matter. They make the mountain of molehill through their hatred speeches and words. Sometimes it is done by political leaders, public icon, and politicians. They forget the dignity of politics and use cheap words in the and they can misguide their followers. They can put them on the wrong path. Innocent people are taken into their talks. It becomes a considerable issue that time. The freedom of expression must have any kind of limitation or not. Does constitution curb it or not? Uncontrolled and unlimited things are always dangerous, as we see people speak anything on public places through their speeches. It may spoil the atmosphere of a country, it may spoil the unity of our nation. So, recently we saw a matter of JNU in which a student with his group shouted the slogan against the country. It was really humiliating and shameful action that was done by. So at that time, it that question emerges: should it have any curb or control or not? As everything is good with appropriate control. If we talk about the control and the curb, we can know there are so many things to be considered. Like, if the matter of security of the nation, under Article 19 2, some reasonable prohibitions can be imposed on freedom of speech and expression for the security of nation, as country's security is the primary thing in any case. If matter creates issues for security, then restrictions can be put on that individual. Constitutional Constitution involves that friendly relation with foreign countries or with nation can impose a restrictions on freedom of expression. It affects the friendly relation with other states was added to the Constitution of India by the Act in 1951. It is to be noted that no other constitution in the world has similar provision in it. For the decency and morality purpose, the word decency and morality are defined in the section 292 to section 294 of IPSC. It empowers the government to put a certain restrictions on freedom of speech and expression. Under this section of IPSC that restricted the distribution or sale of absence, book, etc. in public. Here I want to say the one who the name of freedom, the one who misuses on the name of freedom of expression, one should turn into incidents like eve teasing. A right should not be misused. Contempt of court. The right to freedom of speech and expression don't permit anyone to contempt of court. Reasonable restrictions can be imposed on freedom of expression. Contempt of court is defined in section 2 of Contempt of Court Act 1971. It covers both civil and criminal contempt as well as. But now Indian contempt law was amended in the year 2006 and it is added to make truth as a defense. Defamation matter. Article 19 Part 2 imposes a restriction on a person to prevent him from making a defamatory statement which defames reputation of other person. So the constitution keeps restrictions on freedom of expression. Defamation is a crime under section 499 and section 500 of IPSC. Right to freedom of speech and expression doesn't give any person an absolute right. It doesn't give a right to a person to hurt any other person's reputation. Incite, Incitement to an offense. The Constitution First Amendment Act 1951 added the incitement to an offense ground. The right to freedom of speech and expression prohibits people from committing an offense. The words offense is defined in the General Clauses Act, which states that offense is an act or omission done by a person and it's punishable for the law. As we recently saw in Jammu and Kashmir, where PDP leaders were prohibited by the court as they were inciting to the local people of Jammu and Kashmir. So they were home arrested for the security purpose. Article 19(2) is concerned about the national security of India and the interest of society and security of the state, public order and friendly relations with the foreign states are concerned with national security. So all these things make us feel and prove that security of the nation is the primary thing. No one can misuse his right. The right should not be barrier for others. If we have the rights, equally we have the duties in it. We need to know our duties as well as our right. Every right has some duties that should not be forgotten by our citizens, because if we don't know our duties and we want to use just our rights, definitely it will become barrier for others. So everything is good with balance, but excess in everything is bad. As well as the freedom of expression should not be a reason to hurt others' modesty, and it should not be against of country. The security cannot be put in danger on the name of freedom of expression. No one can deliver hatred speeches. No one can spoil the atmosphere of country, and that should not become a reason for the riots or communal rights. As we see, there are so many religions communities in people in India. They believe in different kind of mentality, they believe in different kind of religion, they believe in different kind of policies of government. We have any kind of idea, we may oppose or favor government's policy. It is right to oppose, or we can come into the support, but on the name of oppose or support, there should not be shouted slogans against the country, and country should not be humiliated in any case. We can't forget that security is the primary thing in any case. Every right is okay with some control and appropriate control. So here freedom of expression is not uncontrolled. It has constitutional curb. Constitution keeps control to many section, and that is good also, because if we really want to use any kind of freedom, then we must not forget that our freedom should not become barrier for others. It cannot be a reason to hurt anyone. So with these every kind of aspect, I would like to say that we have the rights, we have freedom of expression, but we should use it in a way that it cannot become barrier for others, it cannot hurt others, it should not put our country in danger, it should not spoil the atmosphere of country. Then only we can really use any kind of right in a proper way, and it will make the things better, it will make the country's atmosphere good. So with that word, I would like to finish my topic. Well students, we will meet tomorrow with one more topic. तब तक के लिए जय हिंद, जय भारत.